Well, folks, when you start hitting the swamp, start hitting the anti-gun Republicans here in Wyoming during primaries, they're going to push back. This video is in response to the sad video that we saw Deb Simpson, former U.S. Senator Alan Simpson's stepdaughter, put out last night. She goes by Little Debbie, but we're going to call her Karen. Because if you listen to this video attack that Karen has leveled against WYGO, you're gonna hear it in her voice. Deb Simpson, she's a Karen. So Deb Simpson, Karen, puts this video out attacking WYGO. She thinks she's found some ahas. And it's just really sad that somebody who should be so smart, somebody who should know a lot more about politics, can be so stupid. And so we're going to kind of break this down in this video. But before I even do that, I just want to kind of double stress this fact. This is what happens when you fight. This is what happens when organizations like WYGO pull back the curtain and show people what's going on. When you tell people that Republicans are the ones who are trying to pass a corporate tax in Wyoming. Republicans are the ones who are trying to pass fixed NICS mental health gun control. Republicans are the ones who are passing lodging tax increases. Republicans are the ones pushing for 3-day waiting periods here in Wyoming. When you expose all that, every single time, these people rise up out of the swamp and try to fight back. So again, realize this is the nature of the game in Wyoming. There's no Democrats to blame. It's only the people on quote unquote our side, the swamp creatures in Cheyenne. So we're going to break down her video. She had 2 or 3 points in here, and I just love taking these aha moments they think they have and showing our members the truth. So the first thing that Deb Simpson, Karen, little Karen, that Karen said was, aha, WYGO wasn't formed until 2017. And she finds this spot in our website where we say we've been fighting for gun rights for over a decade. She has this aha moment. The truth of the matter, Karen, is that WYGO was founded by now Senator Anthony Bouchard in 2008. 2008 to 2020 is more than 10 years. That's why we say for more than 10 years. Now, as you guys all know, Senator Bouchard used to be regular Anthony Bouchard. And in that capacity, Anthony ran day-to-day affairs here for Wyoming gun owners. When Anthony joined the dark side, as I like to say, got himself elected in 2016, he called me and he asked me if I could take over day-to-day operations on behalf of WYGO because he could no longer do that as a state senator. So in that capacity, we retooled, filed some new paperwork, had to get Anthony off the board. He had to disassociate with WYGO. And so we had a new entity that came into being after he got off the board. But WYGO's been fighting like a dog for gun owners every year since 2008. You know, the thing is that Karen doesn't know because Karen's never in the Capitol fighting alongside of us for gun rights. If she was, she would know that WYGO is the one that drafted and passed constitutional carry law, Senate File 47, way the heck back in 2011. Deb Simpson, Karen, as we like to call her, she doesn't know because she was never there. She was never there. So she talks a lot about the dates, and our nonprofit status. I want to give you guys a little peek behind the scenes on the paperwork that we have to do as a non-for-profit. You see, Karen makes a big deal out of we were finally given IRS status in 2017, so we're lying. You don't have to have IRS approval to operate as a nonprofit organization. WYGO for many years operated as a non-for-profit state-level organization. The reason why we took the voluntary step to go for 501c4 status is that provides more transparency to our members. And we're always trying to pull back the curtain on the politicians, and we're going to give you guys full transparency on what we're doing as well. So we didn't have to do it. WYGO hadn't had that status for a very long time, but we did so as an extra measure of transparency to our members. Karen must not know this, but you do not have to have IRS approval to operate as a state-level nonprofit. Google Karen, it's your friend. She also then claims the aha. She has the aha moment. Karen finds the proof. She appropriately provides screenshots of our state filings with the IRS. It shows our address, Cheyenne, Dell Range. Everybody been there, right there in Cheyenne. But then she says, but in their state filings, and her voice is straining with anticipation. She's so proud of what she's found. She says that she's found a California address. A California address. And so clearly, Wyoming Gun Owners is a California entity. She even provides a screenshot of our California headquarters. She really got into it. I'm going to give her credit. She really got into it. So here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. Wyoming Gun Owners president from way back in the day and right now today is David Ball. David Ball has always lived in Cody. You can go up to his driveway right now, although you should knock or call ahead first. He's a gun owner. David Ball is the president. David Ball is boots on the ground leadership. David Ball was there side by side with me testifying in support of our Stand Your Ground law bill in 2018. So when Karen talks about not having boots on the ground, she doesn't know because Karen, Deb Simpson, she was never in the Capitol. David Ball testified side by side in support of Stand Your Ground law. She doesn't know because she wasn't there. Our membership coordinator, Michelle, everybody knows Michelle, well-known activist across the state, active in all kinds of fights, and she also helps out with the work here of Wyoming Gun Owners. Michelle lives in the Casper metro area. Everybody knows Michelle is a very active member or participant in the work of Wyoming Gun Owners. Michelle is in the Capitol every year. She has been for years, long before I got involved with the work of WYGO. So again, Deb Simpson, Karen, doesn't know any of this because Karen doesn't actually fight for stuff in the Capitol, and she damn sure doesn't fight for gun rights. So what about the mysterious California address that she linked to? Here's the deal. Wyoming Gun Owners knows the swamp is always after us. We know these people will attack us any way they can. They can't get us on policy. They can't get us on the politics. So we know they always look for paperwork mistakes, filing mistakes, document errors. And so WYGO has taken the extra step of hiring a compliance company. This compliance company specializes in helping nonprofits and even more specifically, gun rights organizations maintain their nonprofit status, maintain their paperwork, which frees us up to do what we do best, beating the hell out of gun grabbers on the left and the right in Cheyenne. So the mysterious address that Deb Simpson found, that's the compliance company. Their address is listed on those filings because if anybody wants to serve process papers on us, aka sue WYGO, they have to have that address for us to be in compliance. Again, almost a dozen gun rights organizations across the country use this compliance firm because they're so damn good at making sure that we can do our primary job, beating the hell out of gun owners. Again, Karen, you would know more if you would Google more. Your embarrassing screenshot of our headquarters in California is a monster commercial real estate space that dozens, maybe even 100 different companies rent an office space in. One of those being our compliance company. So again, we're very proud to have taken that step to protect ourselves and our ability, our mission to fight for gun rights. So the last thing then, the allegation that Karen leaves hanging in the air. She says, well, I have a quote here, where is it? Who is paying for these boots on the ground efforts? What boots are on the ground? And how can they do it with so little money? I'm very happy that Karen identified that situation. We already discussed who the boots on the ground are every day. We got David Ball, we got Michelle Sabrowski. I'm in the Capitol every session beating on gun grabbers. So we know who the boots are. We know that WYGO volunteers are lit dropping in districts all across the state in the primary cycle every 2 years. Just ask Representative Sweeney what happened to him in his primary 2 years ago. So we know who the boots are, but what she can't wrap her mind around is who's paying for it. And we've always been proud that WYGO's efforts are 100% funded by gun owners in Wyoming. Deb Simpson, little Karen, can't understand that because she has no context of how much you and I, how much we love our country, how much we love Wyoming, how much we love our freedom. She can't rationalize why a donor in Wyoming would give Wyoming gun owners $10, $100, $1,000, as many of you have, to fight for gun rights, because she cannot comprehend the level of the love for our country and our freedom that goes through our veins. She cannot understand the debt of honor that we feel for our forefathers who fought and died to give us this unique country, unique on the face of the earth, where we have a right to defend ourselves against tyrannical government, our own tyrannical government. If we lose that ability, if we lose our Second Amendment, if we lose our ability to fight back against criminals and tyrants, this country is going to disappear into lawlessness and tyranny, which is what our forefathers fled when they came here in the first place. So the debt that we feel to our forefathers and to our great-great-grandchildren down the road who are counting on us to do what our forefathers did for our generation, that is what motivates the members of WYGO. That is the sense of duty that flows through our veins here at WYGO and amongst all of you great people who fund the work that we do. So Karen can't comprehend it because Karen does not have that sense of freedom running through her. What this is really all about, again, is all about the swamp in Cheyenne. WYGO exposes anti-gunners like Michael Von Flatern. What happens? Immediately, his colleagues come to his aid. Ogden Driscoll. Lobbyists come to their aid. Nephi Cole. And now when that wasn't enough, all of the lower echelons come out of the swamp and raise their head above the swamp, trying to take a bite out of Wyoming gun owners. Karen, it's not going to work. You've been shown to be an utter idiot. You don't even know the basics about the paperwork on how an organization runs. You don't know who the personalities are who do so much work for WYGO all across the state. And you clearly don't have any of the concept of patriotism and duty that we feel to our forefathers and to our great-grandchildren. That's what motivates Wyoming Gun Owners members. That's why we fight so hard. And as to her final question, how could they do all of this on so little money? It's because we're damn good at our job, and WYGO members give us the ammunition we need to fight for them. Guys, we make no apologies for who we are. We fight like hell for our members. That's never going to quit. Take a moment and share this video on your Facebook page. Anybody who's sharing the Deb Simpson video, make sure people know the truth. She's part of the swamp culture, multi-generational swamp culture right there, the Simpson family, and she's doing her best to protect Michael Von Flatern, Dan Furphy, all of these gun grabbers in the state. Make sure folks know the truth, share our video, and to join this army and get involved in this fight, go to joinwygo.com.